everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life Unfiltered. We are back with a very serious topic. This series was supposed to be fun. It is fun, but we are going to talk about things that affect us, our lives, historical, present, history, present, future. So उसी में आज हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि हम क्या बात आगे कर सकते हैं, क्या ऐसी चीज़ है जिसको आगे लेके चलें. हमारे ग्रुप में बात हो रही थी. हमारी जो तीसरी पैनलिस्ट थी वो भाग गई ग्रुप छोड़ के. उन्होंने लिटरली व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप छोड़ दिया वो. So she is not here, but she'll be watching this, so you are being missed. But we have Manu with us once again. Manu, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
But all मुझे अब आपने ये बताना है कि हमने ये टॉपिक क्यों चूज़ किया.
Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about कि हमारी ज़िंदगी में क्या चीज़ें होती हैं that are impacting us to a point that can shape our future. And one aspect obviously is how your family dynamics can impact your life. And while it's not the only factor जो आपके life को impact करता है, it still plays a huge role in shaping you as a person and giving you a perception of yourself and the world around you. And the way your parents or the family perceives the world can really impact के आप उसको किस तरह से देखते हैं. Are you able to create for yourself a healthy life, or is your world really shortened or kind of limited by their perceptions? हम में से कुछ लोग उस चीज़ से आगे निकल भी जाते हैं, but maybe for other people it's very difficult to get out of that parental limitations that might be set there. So मेरे लिए शायद this is the reason I picked this topic.
अच्छा, जैसे आपने बात की थी, so I think one of the starting point would be identifying those things. जिस तरह आपने किया था ना कि हमें ट्रॉमा है इसमें समझना, उसको ठीक करना. The first step would be identification. कि this is a problem or these are the problem and there's a pattern to it. So right. So how do you recognize that? And by you, I mean, what's your experience? If you want to share something from your personal perspective, if something that you have observed, listen to others.
I think I don't want to go too much into my personal.
Sure. Yeah. So it's a generic discussion. Yeah. That's why I gave you a disclaimer. We are going to share our experiences based on maybe what we have gone through, maybe what our friends have gone through, and what we have observed. Yes.
एक चीज़ I think something I've noticed is patterns can indicate कि आपकी ज़िंदगी में क्या चल रहा है. So people, you might notice that other people are going through certain patterns, or even you yourself are going through certain things जो बार बार repeat कर रही हैं. So those repeated patterns can indicate that there has been trauma or toxicity in your life. उन patterns की वजह से हो सकता है कि आपकी ज़िंदगी के experiences are also negative.
ठीक है.
So basically अगर कोई पैटर्न कॉन्स्टेंटली आपको नेगेटिव कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस आपको मिल रहे हैं उसकी वजह से, आई थिंक देन दैट्स समथिंग दैट इंडिकेट्स दैट यू माइट हैव गॉन थ्रू अ ट्रॉमा और you're dealing with some toxicity from either your family or people around you.
अब अगर मैं आपको अपनी ऑब्जर्वेशन बताऊँ तो आई थिंक जनरली व्हाट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड एंड फ्रॉम द बोथ साइड्स आई वुड से it's someone from the other side telling me about it. Or I am on their side, right? So if I observe something कि अच्छा यार ये देखो तुम्हारी ज़िंदगी में ये हो रहा है, ये देखो फिर ये अभी हुआ है, फिर ये हुआ है, मेरा ख्याल है कि कुछ मसला है, right? And similarly same goes for me. So a lot of things that eventually I realized were basically told or informed to me by my friends or someone external. शायद जो बहुत दफ़ा मैं भी चीज़ आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सका था, for me वो ये आपकी बात के नॉर्मल था कि वो ऐसे है, तो ये भी कई दफ़ा होता है.
That's also true. I think having a community or friends around you जिनके साथ आप बात कर रहे हैं, they can really make you cognizant of the ongoing situations in your life.
Would you like to give an example of a pattern from observation? Anything,
I think one pattern might be that you react very quickly to something impulsively. So impulsive reaction to circumstances that can self-sabotage. That is one pattern I can think of कि आप बहुत जल्दी, क्योंकि आपको आदत हो गई है, maybe that's how your family has been functioning, that people react to things very negatively, very quickly, impulsively, without thinking कि consequences क्या होंगे. I think that is one pattern that consistently shows up. It does not just impact your relationships, but आपकी जो work life हो सकती है. It can also be your friends, that you react impulsively to what's happening, and eventually you start losing things that you cherish or care about. So that pattern, I think, उसमें borderline personality disorder भी आ जाता है. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional.
yeah, we are not experts. We are not experts.
But I think once you've been triggered enough, like बहुत एक चीज़ आपने feel की है, consistent patterns आ रहे हैं, तो उनका impact यही होता है that you learn to go into either a self defensive mechanism, or you become rude or impulsive. या आपने अगर a lot of people do this thing where if they have a good thing going on, पढ़ रहे हैं तो they quit. So quitting something impulsively without thinking just because you've been triggered is a pattern that kind of shows up again and again.
And I think, sorry, I think communication is another one. जो मैंने खैर ऑब्जर्व किया या मुझे लगा था वो सो फॉर लॉट ऑफ फैमिली कम्युनिकेशन एक होता है रिएक्शन देना हर बात पे कि अगर कुछ हुआ तो उस पर आपको फुल रिएक्शन मिला एंड देन यू गेट इनटू देयर शेल. दूसरा होता है कई दफ़ा लैक ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन भी हो सकती है, लैक ऑफ इमोशन भी हो सकता है, तो वो भी आपका नॉर्मल बन जाता है. सो यू डोंट इवन नो कि दिस इज़ नॉट समथिंग दैट इज़ नॉट नॉर्मल. And then you get to know, there is like a proper communication. Always shutting down and going back into your shell is not
That's very true.
a communication. So just to share my, उसमें जो आपकी बात कर रहा था कि यस ये भी एक मुझे नज़र आता है पैटर्न अक्सर कि अच्छा हम तो बातें नहीं कर रहे, तो फिर मतलब कौन बात करेगा, कैसे सॉल्व होगा ये बात, फिर अगली दफ़ा फिर यहीं आएगी, फिर रुकेगी. तो दोनों एक्सट्रीम है, या आप चीख लेते हैं या आप बिल्कुल उसको हाश करके इस तरह कर लेते हैं कि वो चीज़ रहती वहीं पर है. सो इसकी अब ज़्यादा जो खैर एक और पहुँच ये आता है कि शायद लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स वी हैव बीन एबल टू रियलाइज एटलीस्ट not your generation, you are the next generation. I'm very old.
My God.
Now you know. But point being, a lot of things that we got to learn very late in life or realize very late in life. Now as a parent, we are trying to be better, trying to do better. But at what point, and again, not you, but your age group or people around you, I can share my experience as well, who are able to see okay, this is something that is not our doing. This is something that has been gifted to us, quote unquote.
I think it really depends. Maybe generations के पास काफ़ी knowledge है इस time पे, like younger generations have more knowledge so they can start learning or unlearning at a younger age. If I were to talk about my generation, मेरे इर्द-गिर्द लोग at least during their childhood were not very aware of these things. We knew something is wrong but we did not have the language to define कि अच्छा जो हो रहा है शायद वो गलत भी हो सकता है. So I remember like when we were kids and if there was toxicity in somebody's family, we were told कि नहीं बताना नहीं है किसी को, never tell anyone, just keep it to yourself. So even when it comes to like younger people, like when we were kids, we were not able to talk to each other simply because we thought it's going to have drastic consequences if we opened up about experiences. Lekin just the knowledge, and I think because we were entering the age of internet and having access to information, when I entered teenage years is when I kind of had access to more knowledge. उस पे आके फिर because I started referring to resources and all of these things, I started to get terminology for what is dysfunction. उससे पहले पढ़ा था, किताबों में देखा था, ठीक है families में हो रहा है, लेकिन उस dysfunction को define कैसे किया जा सकता है?
बिल्कुल. और आप dysfunction को अगर आप आइडेंटिफाई कर लें, डिफाइन करने की कोशिश करें, तो कई दफ़ा फिर वो आता है कि you can't do this out of respect. You have to be compliant, obedient and everything. So a lot of time it has been masked like this, and very unfortunately, but a lot of abuse is basically
silence.
through this, honor and all that kind of thing. So that brings me to my next point. This generational trauma is not somewhat, it's worse for the woman. It's transferred. So why I'm saying that? A lot of times, if there are certain things that your mother tolerated or were forced to tolerate, so knowingly, unknowingly, intentionally, unintentionally, she's going to transfer that to you, right? Because that's how she has lived, or that's how she survived,
Yeah.
or that's how she was taught. So, first of all, what's your comment on that? Across, we are talking about different genders here. So, in that, and secondly, is this something that you've seen around you? Is it something? What's your observation on that?
It is true. Trauma is passed through generations and genders. आपके पास क्योंकि you are looking at people around you perform certain roles. हर फैमिली में चाहे वो डिसफंक्शनल है या वो हेल्दी है, there are some roles every person is playing. So if you see women play this role of the mediator or the punching bag, तो आप भी फिर उसको अडॉप्ट करना शुरू कर देते हो, बिकॉज आपका मॉडल अगर ये कर रहा है तो फिर आप भी उन्हीं चीज़ों को रिपीट करोगे. और वही चीज़ इफ़ यू नोटिस इज़ द सेम विद मैन, कि अगर उन्होंने देखा है कि मेरे अब्बा जो हैं वो बहुत गुस्से में आ जाते हैं और मारते हैं, तो वही चीज़ बेटा भी इवेंचुअली करेगा. सो इट्स वेरी ट्रू. लुकिंग एट वेमेन अराउंड, something I'd like to touch upon a little bit from my childhood is like I remember watching so many women come to my mother for venting out or talking about what's happening. और वो बहुत आती थी, they would be sometimes triggered, crying, and simply because they were taking up this role of being the punching bag. अब हो गया घर पे and I took all of it, or now we need support. So watching all of these women just suffer, and ठीक है community थी, there was support, लेकिन आपके पास मॉडल तो यही बनता जा रहा था कि अच्छा these are women, और फैमिली में या शादीशुदा जो औरत होती है उसकी यही ज़िंदगी है कि वो या तो लाइक वो बर्दाश्त करेगी. सो आई थिंक दीज मॉडल्स रियली डू इम्पैक्ट women's psyches and perceptions of how to live and be in a relationship or in a family.
And is it something that you have been, so now, again, you being representing your circle, your friends, people you have interacted with. So is it something that, you have been able to throw off completely, or is something still somewhere?
I don't think I've been able to throw it off completely, and I don't think कि ऐसा कभी होगा. I think it's a pattern से ज़्यादा, I think it's who we are at this point. It's imprinted on us as people, and we try to be different people every day. और किसी भी टाइम पे कोई भी चीज़ हो सकती है जो आपको ट्रिगर करती है to go back and do that. और ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो फैमिली हो रही है, लेकिन कोई भी चीज़ वो आपको रिमाइंड, लाइक इट कैन बी अ रिमाइंडर दैट यू आर अ वुमन, यू आर सपोज टू कैरी दिस, यू आर सपोज टू बी रेजिलिएंट, यू आर सपोज टू बी साइलेंट, सफ़र थ्रू इट, and that's all that there is. So at times you can be bold, at times you can get over it, but वो किसी भी टाइम पे एक स्नैप हो सकता है. You can be triggered back into being small and not taking up space.
And what do you do when, or if that happens, if you want to share that?
At times I really don't even know कि ये हो रहा है.
Okay.
क्योंकि इतनी आदत शायद होती है हमें कि आपको पता भी नहीं चलता कि वो this is happening. At times in retrospect you look at a thing and you're like, what was happening to me was actually abuse, and I was enduring it simply because I've learned to endure it. If I can catch myself in the middle of a situation जहाँ पे I become cognizant, अच्छा कुछ चल रहा है, something is wrong here, so I try to take a step back and remind myself that this is not my role, this is not my job, and I'm not a child anymore. I can stand up for myself. So I think it depends on a situation. It depends on what's happening in your life. There are very good days, but then there are days where you're just being that same old person.
Yeah, so Ellie, on your earlier point, it's totally true that you cannot get it off completely, right? So even if I was brought up a certain way, so we had we had different family backgrounds. For example, my mother was in government, so he used to come very late. So there was not really a concept of everyone getting together for dinner
Yeah.
because we knew he would be late. So we'll have ourselves, my mother will be there, my sibling will be there. So whatever works, we knew कि चाहे 7 बजे खा लो 8 बजे खा लो उसके बाद हम ये रूटीन है अब आ गए नहीं आए जल्दी हो गया इस तरह हो गए so वो एक हमारा था. But if I, for example, talk about my in-laws, so my in-laws were both are retired academics. So they'll be home by like 2, 3.
Yeah.
So, for instance, my wife's upbringing is very different from my upbringing. We were kind of used to being like that, So, driver गाड़ी खड़ा है, कहाँ जाने चले जाओ, ठीक है. मुल्तान जा रहे हो, मुल्तान चले जाओ. But मुश्किल है कि he'll be joining you for shopping. Otherwise, it was nice. He'll come, good relation, not a strict father, never meet him. That was everything. But he was not being able to present in that way. On the other side, they were used to fact, everything done together, from grocery to shoe shopping to going to eat ice cream and everything. So now these two families have combined. So these two people have combined, and what to do? Because for me, that's my normal,
Yeah.
and for her, that's her normal. And eventually, we have been able to find a middle ground, and through which now we are trying to create a new normal for them. So I think that's the best we can do. Immediately, I can't become like that person who is always will, because I was not trained to be one.
Yes.
But at the same time, I understand and realize, as you mentioned, that I have to be there for a lot of things. So here she's sitting.
This is such an interesting dynamic.
So yeah, that was yeah. You want to add on to anything? Sure.
Not really.
And so but yes, as you said, things happen. You get triggered. Not again, not because of family or anything. Any other problem, pasts,
Like
everything.
stressors and can be there all the time. कुछ भी factor हो सकता है.
So much so, so giving you a very safe example for camera. My previous office, professional Vespa, we have talked about that Vespa, but not that office. I'm talking about for a while, like for last couple of years before the current one. So they were very toxic veterans in terms of job. And when I joined here at my current job with Afsar, so it actually took me like 6 months feel like normal again.
That's makes complete sense. That's so valid. Because it was the same for me. Like in my current role or position, I was told by one of my managers that nervous regulation or emotional regulation is very important for me and my leaders. And that changed everything for me. I was coming from this toxicity of constantly performing and not being acknowledged. उसमें भी मेरा वही रोल था कि नहीं, take a step back. As a woman, just take a step back. You're being emotional, you're not doing this or that. But I'd say at this point, I had to come out of it. और मुझे उसमें टाइम लगा कि अच्छा, you're not supposed to be urgent all the time.
Yeah.
Acha, you respect me as a woman. I just could not believe what I was hearing. And for a long time, I thought that maybe this is like a moment they just get me. Because आदत उस चीज़ की थी कि somebody is gonna get you. तो उसमें you are so right कि like it takes time after leaving a toxic situation to become a normal person again.
और अभी just to complete my thought, अभी भी होता है कि even now I've been here for like 1.5 years, things are obviously माशाल्लाह बहुत बेहतर हैं सब कुछ, और थोड़ा settle down and relaxing है कि अच्छा आप उठ के आए घंटा करें वापस चले जाए. Nobody is going to kill you for that. I remember the first time she came to at my last job, she was very young and I mean almost 3, but I was very aware of the fact that there's a camera and someone is going to sit and see how long this child was at his seat, to see कि कितना टाइम वेस्ट हुआ, कोट एंड कोट कुछ नहीं कर रहे थे हम, कोई हमारा ऐसा डिपार्टमेंट नहीं था जो, या काम नहीं था कि वो कहते हैं छत गिर जाएगी अगर हम हिल गए अपनी जगह से, लेकिन वो होता था यहाँ पे। मैं बात कंप्लीट यहाँ पे करने आ रहा था कि अभी भी आपको यहाँ पे अगर कभी आपको उस तरह का ट्रिगर होते हैं तो आपका इमीडिएट रिस्पॉन्स पिछले वाले पे चला जाता है, क्योंकि आप उससे ज़्यादा यूज टू हैं।
Yeah.
इवन दो कि यहाँ पे वो बात शायद उस तरह नहीं होती या वो रिएक्शन भी आपको नहीं मिलता और वो होता भी नहीं, लेकिन आप ट्रिगर हो कि गो बैक टू योर
Previous traumatic conditioning.
तो वो फैमिली हो, घर हो, दफ्तर हो, वो चीज़ें रहती हैं इफ़ दे आर देयर। आई थिंक द बेस्ट यू कैन डू इज़ के कीप ट्राइंग।
Yeah, I think conditioning is the worst thing. Conditioning या grooming जो होती है ना, that can once again वो whether it's at family or workplace, आपकी friendship में, you are groomed to be taking up certain rules और आपकी conditioning ये हो जाती है कि आपने accept करना है कुछ चीज़ों को। उस चीज़ को ओवरकम करना मुश्किल हो सकता है, और कई दफ़ा ये होता है जस्ट टू ओवरकम इट यू डू हैव टू लीव दैट प्लेस और सिचुएशन। उसके अलावा देयर इज़ नो अदर वे टू हील फ्रॉम इट, आई थिंक।
So you just mentioned healing, और one of the things that we initially discussed was कि हम उस पर भी थोड़ा बात करना चाहते हैं। You have some solutions, groundbreaking solutions.
What?
Just kidding. So, but you know, there were some things that you wanted to share, suggest, recommend for people to check out and see if it works for them or doesn't work it. But you know, since we are sharing our own experiences, it's not like we are telling people what to do. But if you want to share some of those.
हाँ, so one of the reasons कि मैंने healing is something I brought up is because मुझे लगता है कि we understand to this point, या हमारे पास sufficient knowledge है to say कि dysfunctional क्या है या toxicity क्या होती है।
Okay.
And I am noticing a lot of people are using the language not because they are wrong, लेकिन simply because western जो psychotherapy के trends चल रहे हैं या trending language जो इस time पे है, that gives us these words जो हम buzzword के तौर पे use करते हैं। मेरी family बहुत toxic है, बहुत dysfunctional है, and this is why I can't XYZ. वहाँ पे आके you become this angry person, and every traumatic person or somebody going through toxicity is angry because they're carrying grief अपने साथ। लेकिन उसके बाद करना क्या है? So something I was thinking of was I was thinking of Carl Jung's concept of dark night of the soul, जिसमें you become this lost spirit simply because every old belief is now overhauled.
Okay.
अब आपको समझ नहीं आ रही है कि I know this is wrong, but what do I do with this? And you might find yourself feeling lost in the world. And यहाँ पे आके I would like to mention also Carolyn Myss, whose concept of initiation is basically in these moments when you're feeling completely lost, constantly triggered by events in your life. How can you use those moments and overcome them so you can successfully alchemize them into something important? So I think you can be initiated into healing, into taking responsibility. उसमें एक चीज़ ये हो सकती है, and I notice a lot of this in creative people, is कि जहाँ पे वो बहुत triggered होते हैं, they start creating a lot. So pain is how they like pain kind of helps them create more because they're so triggered. A lot of people try to induce this emotion on so they can create. अब वो क्रिएशन ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपने कोई गाना लिखा है या आपने कोई किताब लिखी है इस बारे में. It can just be you creating your own life. So if you feel very triggered and if you feel like you don't have help around you, so I think you can take all of this information. Don't think you're crazy. Don't think you're lost. Don't think your life is over. Just take all of this information and see how it can be used to further heal or make you a wholesome person. Just how can you return to yourself? क्योंकि that's also a point where a lot of people give up. Either they take their lives or they go towards addictions. Escapism के कोई भी methods हो सकते हैं, चाहे working out है या कोई भी चीज़ें हैं. So I think being triggered enough is a calling to get better, and you need to just listen to that voice of getting better instead of um, giving in. Like, it's okay to give in, it's okay to take your time while healing. They can yeah, that's all I think I have to say.
So interestingly, जिस तरह आपने ये क्वेश्चन अभी, so one of the things, one of the ways I introduce Sukhan journey to people is that this is something to keep my sanity. Right, so that is my general introduction to anyone when I'm going to introduce Sukhan or any other projects I do, because these are not monetized. There is no revenue model. There is no monetary incentive. If there will be, maybe, I don't know, but I'm not working towards it. That's what I'm saying. But it's my outlet. So over the time I've realized if I don't triggered feeling something overwhelmed, so I would just sit and would start making random cricket posters. And I didn't realize back then what I was doing. But basically I was, doing something, creating something. So now making these videos, editing them, that's therapy for me, kind of, right? So I tried painting. I don't know, good or bad at it, but we didn't continue. I used to write, I still write, but on a creative blog for a long time now. But so I found this as an outlet. So, if I want to talk about this, so this is now something that is exciting. This is something I am enjoying.
Yeah.
The planning, the conversation, then the edit, then the release, then, not the validation part, but feedback. If people will be able to relate, we are going to send it to our friends. So let's see what she says, for example.
Yeah.
So that's, and yes, I'm not sure if I have been able to convey the pain or anything through my work, because maybe my work has not been of that type. You can't really show it in your cricket posters, but it was a process for me and it helped me. So that's how I took it. But yeah, a lot of people, and interestingly, what I've seen is that if there is that pain, hurt in an artwork, so someone who has gone through that is able to relate it more. So that's also, I see this, and then the painter says yes. So those two people connect through that artwork and see that there is a shared trauma or pain.
That's very true. I think this is how we connect with a lot of artists, is because they created something out of their pain, and now we can see it, and we are gravitated towards it because we can relate to it. I would like to mention here somebody very important to me, the poet of my heart, Leonard Cohen, who gave me the courage to live when I thought I've lost everything, and just the melancholia of his face, but the lyrics with so much hope kind of were able to help me understand or see that it's okay and you can live with pain. You can have pain, you can have grief, and you can make something of it. और यही चीज़ हम मतलब वही है कि like you can look at so many people in history, connect with their work. Even now, like you are talking about Suhan, is the same with my writing. A lot of people connect with me simply because they have read something I wrote and they can relate with the pain.
So I was coming to that, as a creative person who writes, is pain the only thing required to create that kind of art?
Pain is a very good initiator of creation. Because you're so triggered that your emotions are in a concentration. Ab wo concentration of emotions is, I think, what makes an artwork what it is. या उसकी जो like the overall emotion of the artwork is defined by that concentration. So pain is not the only factor जिससे आप create कर सकते हैं, but it's one of those factors that is taking your spirit और उसकी हर important element को heightened level पे लेकर आती है. So happiness is also a good one, लेकिन आप खुशी में लिखना नहीं चाहते ना, simply because you're so happy, you don't want to sit with yourself, you want to share it with the world. So other emotions send you in other directions, I think. Maybe there is that difference. Pain makes you, it puts you in isolation. आप कहीं किसी से बात भी नहीं करना चाहते हो, आप खामोशी में बैठना चाहते हैं, लेकिन आप कुछ कहना भी चाह रहे हैं, तो वो जो एक्सप्रेशन होता है वो फिर पेन का ही आता है. And
Is it an act of rebellion as well?
writing,
Or
Creation.
arts based creation basically?
it is because going back to our initial all of this discussion, we understand, I think, कि toxicity and dysfunction thrives when a person is silent और उनको express करने का कोई channel नहीं मिल रहा है. जब आपको वो channel मिल जाता है, then you are objectively you are participating in an act of rebellion against a system, against a person, an entity. So creativity is a rebellion, I think. What do you think?
I think yes and no. So yes, in the sense just like you described. So that is no, not exactly no in its true form. But if you are creating something for yourself and not sharing or anything, it has helped you through that process. But someone might not think of it as a act of rebellion. Just saying. For example, if you were feeling something and you wrote something and you felt better after that, even if you never shared it with anyone, that helped you through that moment.
That's true.
So I'm not sure if I would be calling it an act of rebellion or the process. Just saying, but if someone is putting his or her work out and then people are relating and maybe giving them more encouragement to do more, for example, be blunt, bolder, so that definitely something that becomes like an act of rebellion. I recently had a chance to basically produce a podcast for my office with Seema Hashmi. So the entire episode is on the base of arts, freedom, and resilience. She talked a lot about that, but obviously she has so many dimensions to it. She's an artist, she's an actor, she's a writer. So we were talking generic terms, but one of the constant theme was that if whenever they were putting her down, Shoaib Hashmi, who was actually my teacher as well, so sir and madam will come up with something new, a more innovative way, and at times a more humorous way to get back at them. And mostly it worked. Sometimes it didn't. But so now that is why we consider them as a rebellious act constantly. But a lot of people might have never shared.
Yeah.
So just my thought.
That's a very good perspective. I think we can rebellion personal level पे भी तो हो सकता है ना.
घरों में कितनी चल रही है जिनका हमें नहीं पता, फॉर एग्जाम्पल. सो वो इस तरह की चीज़ें होती हैं.
Like for the longest time, I did not have a lot of support towards writing. I was not allowed to be a writer. I was expected to be a CSS officer. So जब
Join the club.
सारा पाकिस्तान CSS
सारा पाकिस्तान चेंज कर चुका है. मैंने लेकर 2 तक इम्तिहान दिया. सॉरी.
वाओ.
मैं पास भी हो गया.
वाओ 2.
ज़्यादा नहीं, मैं इधर ही बैठा हूँ तो इसलिए इट्स ओके. इससे ज़्यादा वाव नहीं है, बैठे इधर ही है.
So yeah, I was not allowed to write for the longest time. अब मेरे parents जो हैं वो उसको accept करते हैं and they're proud of it. लेकिन बचपन में they were like no, ये टाइम ज़ाया हो रहा है. और लेकिन मुझे पता था कि अगर मैं लिखूँगी नहीं तो I am losing something. I need to put something that's happening in my life into words.
So that was your act of rebellion.
That has been my act of rebellion ever since.
So another question would be, can we heal without making something new from our pain? Because we are talking about creativity and art and how does it helps us explore the darkness and the light within ourselves. So what would be your comment on that?
My personal comment is yes. Obviously, ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप कुछ create ही करोगे or you have to be an artist to heal.
True.
In fact, a lot of artists are not healed. So I think you can live a very normal life. By normal, I mean a non-creative life, which does not have to contain pain or grief. You can overcome and you can heal from your past traumas without having to create something. That's my personal opinion. उसकी ऐसा कोई एग्जांपल मैं नहीं दे सकती बिकॉज मेरे इर्द गिर्द ज़्यादा लोग वही हैं जो आर्टिस्ट हैं या कुछ कर रहे हैं लाइक दे आर क्रिएटिंग समथिंग. So when I look at them, I see mostly that they are healing through creativity. I think इसके लिए कुछ खास examples मेरे पास नहीं है, but I see if I were to look at older generations या अपने parents और उनके इर्द गिर्द के लोग, तो I think they are healing without diving into that creative aspect.
I would agree. फॉर्चुनेटली अनफॉर्चुनेटली मेरा जो सर्कल है उसमें दोनों तरह के लोग हैं. सो उसमें यस, इस तरह हमने शुरू में आपने जिक्र किया था वर्कआउट फॉर एग्जांपल, ज़रूरी. एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल even my age are actively working towards it, but through their own ways.
Yeah.
So some people again find solace in religion, for that matter, from the faith. They turn spiritual. That's one way to go about it. Then there's like, get into that fit mind, fit bodies, mantra and all that. So yeah, workout works for them. Sports, people. So if you, on the face of it, they are not quote unquote creative people, but they are creative in their own ways because they found a way how to go about it. So yeah, I think it's not necessarily, it's very important to get back.
I
to this
think
point.
everyone is creative, Hamad, because creativity is world building. तो दुनिया जब आप imagine कर सकते हो ना कि my life can be this and my world can look like this.
Very true.
To that extent, every person is creative. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपने कोई किताबें लिखी हैं या आपने कोई पेंटिंग बनाई है तो आप क्रिएटिव हो. सो दीज पीपल, ऑल दीज पीपल अराउंड अस आर क्रिएटिव एज वेल.
और बहुत से लोग आपको नज़र भी आते हैं कि who never intentionally and as a personal choice chose this path कि हम पेंटर बने पड़े, बट वो अपने डूडलिंग करते हैं अपने घर बैठ के जो उनका दिल करता है फॉर इट्स देयर प्रोसेस. So they are creative in their own ways. And even I would say that not even the best example, but the worst people out there who are running the world and all the show it is, they are also creative. That also requires creativity to come up with evil plans and to
I disagree. I think
that's just pure evilness.
I think those people are the least creative of all.
Okay.
Because they are stuck in old ways, unable to imagine. वो अपनी hierarchy, like animalistic hierarchy में stuck हैं.
Okay.
उसके लिए वो झूठ बोल देंगे, लेकिन झूठ creative होगा शायद उनका.
Okay. हाँ, उसमें
I don't want to be a
creative.
hater, but I am to some extent towards these people.
इट्स इंटरेस्टिंग क्योंकि अब जब आपने एनिमलिस्टिक वाली बात की ना, आई थिंक वो यू हैव हिट द नेल बेसिकली. दैट इज द पॉइंट.
Yeah.
क्योंकि अदरवाइज अगर आपने एक सो लॉट ऑफ चले बड़ी क्रूड एग्जांपल लेते हैं, बड़ी बेसिक सी. केक बेट के भी हम बात कर रहे थे, हमने लास्ट टाइम भी आप लोगों ने इस पर बात की थी. ठीक है, हम कंटेंट की बात कर ले तो कुछ भी करते हैं. अब जब आप वो एक स्पेसिफिक बना रहे होते हैं तो आपको पता होता है कि ये लोग इंटाइस होंगे या ये लोग हमें गालियाँ देंगे, यहाँ से हमें सपोर्ट मिलेगी, फिर मैं अगली वीडियो में ये बात कहूँगा तो ये मुझे यहाँ से इतनी गालियाँ पड़ेंगी, वहाँ से इतनी पड़ेंगी. सो बेसिकली एंड पे उन दोनों साइड से व्यूज़ आने हैं, दे विल गेट द अमाउंट. सो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग दे आर माइंडफुल of what they are doing and they are trying to be more and more creative in that evilness. The intentions are wrong, the actions are wrong, that is the baseline. But just saying कि that's an evil genius का जो quote हमने term निकाला हुआ है, I don't know.
No, I don't agree with it. I think evil people are not creative or they are not genius. They are very banal. They have nothing to offer except lies. So that's not creativity. That's a failure.
So they are good at lying. Let's say but we would love to hear your comments on that as well. इसके ऊपर. So towards the very end, the last question would be, what does it really mean to believe that we are entitled to not endure? How can we unlearn द ग्लोरिफिकेशन ऑफ सफरिंग, जो हमने शुरू में बात की थी कि ये ऐसा ही है, हमारे ज़माने में ऐसा होता था और हमें ऐसा ही करना चाहिए, एंड गिविंग आवर सेल्स द परमिशन, द encouragement, and the ability to thrive, not just survive.
आई थिंक पहले तो इस चीज़ को एक्नॉलेज करना चाहिए कि यू आर अ ह्यूमन बीइंग विद सम लिमिटेड कैपेसिटीज़, तो एंड यू ऑल्सो डिज़र्व टू लिव अ रिस्पेक्टेबल लाइफ जिसमें आप कॉन्स्टेंटली एंड्योर नहीं कर रहे हो, यू आर नॉट एंड्योरिंग और सर्वाइविंग बट ऑल्सो लिविंग योर और थ्राइविंग. Thriving is not my favorite word here, but so I think acknowledging yourself as a human being, क्योंकि as long as you limit yourself to a role of being a woman, of being a mother, sister, daughter, husband, any of these, चाहे वो gendered हैं, चाहे वो किसी social setting में हैं, as long as you limit yourself to those, you are in service of something, and that necessitates that you endure. तो जब आप समझ जाएंगे कि अच्छा I am a person, a human being capable of doing XYZ things, and I deserve to have respect and to have good experiences जहाँ पे I'm not just suffering. तो आई थिंक acceptance, self acceptance या self compassion is the first step towards that. ये मेरी perspective है.
Right.
How would you perceive it?
आई थिंक उसमें जो एक चीज़ जो शायद ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल होती है कि इफ़ यू हैव अ सपोर्ट सिस्टम और पीपल हु कीप ऑन वैलिडेटिंग दिस फीलिंग एज वेल, क्योंकि अदरवाइज वेरी ऑफ्टन वी आर स्ट्रक इन आवर सिचुएशन वेयर वी are not even believing this.
Yes.
You're not even ready to
Even ready to believe this.
ready to believe.
Yeah.
Right. So in my experience, what has helped is someone, again, the support system who helps you lift up, and then when the process starts, then yes, the self confidence comes, the self belief comes, and these things obviously we do this at a better place. But mostly I've seen so one of the things, since we are talking about unlearning, so it's another story I'll tell you some other time, but that person, it was a family friend, very kind person. So she told me she went through a very personal tragedy. She lost her husband and her son and everything. So she said, the toughest thing that I've learned in my life is to ask for help.
Yeah.
And she had, again, like all of us, we said, we don't need it, it's tough to ask and everything, but she was like, this was the toughest thing that I had to unlearn and unlearn, and it's okay to ask for help, because at that time you need, and if you are able to realize that, then it's a game changer.
I think ये भी asking for help is also very dependent on whether or not you think you deserve to be helped. So at times I think कि toxic situations की वजह से a person might come to this feeling that they do not deserve any help.
Yeah.
उनका role ही, and that is something I notice a lot in elder generations of women. हम endure ही करने के लिए बने हैं. Like I would look at so many women going through it, thinking or asking them, why are you putting up with it? Why don't you do this instead? And they were like, but this is
How it
who we
is.
are.
This is what it is.
So these are the concepts we need to change. And I think, like you said, कि आप now you have your daughters, and like younger generation has more aware parents, और वो उनको ये चीज़ें एक early stage पे बता सकते हैं. So they have support or something to refer to when they are older, and their foundation is shook by something around them. They know what to look towards.
I hope so. A lot of times I've talked about this on my podcast as well. At times I'm very hopeful. At times I'm quite pessimistic about my generation. That how much things have or are really changing. At times it feels that not much has changed, and we are unfortunately going to turn out to be like our parents. But at the same time, mostly what you're saying is that, you see some difference. Some things are forced. For example, a lot of, we were just talking off record, a lot of involved fathers are forced to be involved fathers, right? Because the mom is more aware, the mother is more stronger, she wants, no, you have to come, stuff like that. So even if given choice, they might be skipping that, they do show up. And it's good for the child. They don't know, what the intention was, are they being forced there, but the parents are there. So that's a big win. My father has not seen my university. He paid for my bachelor's and my MBA. He has never stepped into my LSE ever. So but this is not the case today. So in that regard, yes, I think kids have more opportunity. And even if you see things like in Inside Out, yes, Inside Out. So we was watching films like Lion King and Toy Story, but now even it's ingrained in the content they consume.
Yes.
And we were just talking about the summer camp. So the last entire week has been about feelings. So every night we discuss before sleeping, she's talking about feelings. ये होती है. And randomly चलते हैं, बाबा भी अब क्या feel कर रहे हैं. So the hope is that when they grow up, they're more self-aware, and the hope that and the try is that we are there to support that process. So I think this would be my last comment. If you want to add anything to the discussion.
What's Sukhan, everybody?
It's Sukhan.
Sukhan.
Sukhan, yes. But do let us know.
God, I mispronounced it even in the podcast.
Yeah, that's okay.
That is
It's okay.
rude.
It's okay. It's in two words. Sukhan.
For my last words, I would just want this one thing for children or younger generations to think about is, instead of just looking at what other people are doing around you, और हम उन्हें बाकी लोगों को बहुत लेबल्स दे देते हैं और कंपार्टमेंटलाइज करते हैं सिचुएशंस को. और अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके साथ कुछ यू आर इन अ सिचुएशन, यू इन अ टॉक्सिक सिचुएशन, एक डिसफंक्शनल फैमिली में है, try and open up to people and take steps towards healings at any, like whatever is happening, make sure that you're not just keeping it to yourself, that you're opening up. Like you said कि community is very important, और इर्द-गिर्द लोग जो होते हैं वो awareness दे सकते हैं आपको. So open up and don't just silence yourself, because आपके जो toxic abusers या जो भी इस तरह के लोग हैं, they thrive, or like they're happy when you're silent. They want you silent. So break that silence and open up.
I think this will be the perfect note to end today's discussion. And do let us know what you thought about it. If there is anything else you want us to talk about, we are here and we'll try our best to share our experiences. Thank you for joining. It was fun.
Thank you for having me, Hamad. This was a lovely conversation.
See you. Until next time, God bless.